my YouTube subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just viewing the beautiful sunset outside my house. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just beautiful, and meditating and praying. And that's what today's video is about. It's about choosing the right words. Teaching you how to speak. So, come on. And I'll tell you a secret. Like I did with my next video. The last video I did was a secret. Well, here's the secret. It's learning how to speak. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And hit the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Because I want to make videos to create, inspire, hope, faith, and love. And with that, let's get to it. So have you ever heard of the term of somebody saying, learn how to talk? Literally, the figure of speech is learning how to talk. And I feel like we are our worst own enemies is when we talk. We prophesize, tongue, mouth. The Bible teaches us that all the time. It says what you create, what you speak, is what you create out there. So, and it teaches that because what does it tell you in the Bible? And the verse that says, I can do all things with Christ who strengthens me. And at the end, the other verse is like, whom shall I fear? For God is with me. And He's teaching you all these things. So that said, how do you speak? How do you talk? Do you talk with constantly saying the F word? Sorry if it's so dark. I don't have a lot of light, so I'm trying to do the best that I can. But I'm just outside trying to enjoy this beautiful scenery and showing you guys my house where I live, kind of like a little bit. And it's just beautiful outside. But how do you guys talk? How do you guys see yourself talking? Are you the type of person that constantly says the F word? Or you're always like, I can't. Or you're like, I'm sorry. Or you're always like blaming everybody else. Or don't speak words into your life that don't prophesize what you need to do. Speak life into yourself and speak life unto others. Instead of saying I can't, get that out of your vocabulary. I always tell people I've learned that. I don't say I can't anymore like I used to when I was younger. I've learned to take the word I can't out of my vocabulary. It's not in mine and it's not in my son's. And I tell them it's not in our DNA. Just get it out. Get it out. Cuss words, it's another thing. The reason why I don't cuss, because it doesn't create any positive and it doesn't create an affirmation of it doesn't create anything. It's just what it is. It's all negative and you can't change it to a positive and you can't change it. So it's just, it is what it is. You cannot fix it. And second is just speak words that you know that are true to your authentic self. For instance, do you see all these people, they sit in the mirror and they look at themselves like, oh my God, look, I'm getting all these wrinkles. I'm old or I'm ugly. Oh my God, look at my fat and oh my, stop. And don't worry and focus on stuff like that. Tell yourself you're courageous, you're beautiful, you're strong, and you are loved. Regardless of whatever it is, you're strong, you're beautiful, and you're courageous, and you're strong. Why? Because God didn't make us by mistake. Regardless of your past or how you got here, you weren't a mistake to God, and you'll never be. God is the same today, tomorrow, and will always be the same. So, with that said, hopefully you guys can see a little better. I don't know, it's just the lighting. I don't have a light switch, the ring or whatever, but I'm trying to find an angle where you guys can view and see me better because I just love it outside. Outside, being in the nature, it's like gorgeous. Like if you see way over there, it's like It's beautiful. I'll just have to. It's just gorgeous. But like I always tell my friends, speak the truth. I said, that is gorgeous. Speak your truth. My sister used to be an example for me, okay? When I was growing up, my mother would always know what was about to come out of my mouth. And this is true story. It's like I would run around, and if I said a bad word, she would slap me, and she was always there. For some reason, my mother was right there. It's like I couldn't even get away. She just was right there, and she would just slap me in my face really hard. Like she wasn't trying to punish me or like abuse me. But if I said a bad word or said anything negative that came out of my tongue, she would just slap it. And I thank her for that. Because now I don't even say those bad words. And when I look at my sister sometimes, no offense to my sister, she'll be like, oh. And I'll be like, that's not very ladylike. And it doesn't look very pleasing. And she knows that. And now that she's an educator and she's grown to change her language, I taught her that. I told her, think of how you want to prophesize of what things you want. You want to, for instance, you're always getting attacked by a lot of different people because of what you are, because of your faith or whatever it may be. Or you're in high school and you're getting bullied a lot and you're constantly worrying about how you are going to... I might just have to go inside and try to do the video because for some reason it's getting dark and it's harder for you guys to see. But let me know if this is okay for you guys in the video. Comment below. And if not, then I'll go back inside and see the light. I just think these videos are... I just think the outside, it's just gorgeous to meditate outside. To just look at the sky. Because it's not hot today. Like it was 100. It was like 97 degrees today. It hit like 98 or something like that. But right now, it doesn't feel hot. It feels very cool and just really nice. You can actually sit and just enjoy the actual atmosphere. So that's my mom's car. And I'll have to flip it around to show you guys what it manifests. What it manifests was I was living a rat patch 2 years ago. My marriage was in a rut and I had this car. That car has lasted me 4.5 years, but is gone through the ringer. And right now, the engine light comes on. Is beat up. People came and ruined my car. Like, they popped all my tires, so I had to get new tires. And then they, like, I guess I had 2 hit and runs. One lady hit me from behind. The light turned yellow, so I slowed down and I came clean to a complete stop. I guess she thought I was gonna run the yellow light, and she just ran. And I was going to stop and pull over for her so we can get our information. At the time, I only had my permit. And I was just trying to get my son to school. My husband couldn't get him to school because he had work or whatever he was doing. And I just remember trying to get him to school because school is very important. And I stopped, and all of a sudden I hear this boom. My car did not move an inch. By the grace of God, my car, true story, it didn't move. It didn't move. And I asked my son, wow. I said, it looks like somebody got in a car accident. She goes, yeah, you did. And I said, what? She goes, yeah, they hit your car. And I've been praying and praying and asking for God to help me figure out how am I going to pay for a new car. Well, out of nowhere, this is how the law of attraction works, people. Out of nowhere, I was able to get a few. I don't know how it happened, but I was able to come up with, I think it was $4,000. Yeah, I just out of nowhere. I don't know how. I don't remember exactly how it happened. I just remember like seeing my bank account and going, "Oh my God!" Like, how the hell? And it was from something that I have done previously, and they finally refunded me some of my money, and then I gotten my state refund, and then I finally got an old check that they had lost, and that's how I ended up with $400. And just in the right time, I ended up with this beautiful car. It's okay. It's not like brand spanking new car, but it is a car, and it's gorgeous, and I love it, and it's my car. It's a Hyundai Sonata. It's a 2003. Yeah. And I just like it. It's simple. It gets me to work back and forth. And I've had its ringers with me. And then there's my mom's car. She had an accident in her other car, and they ended up getting this car, and that's actually a really, really good car. If you want to get a car that's economical and that's good and it's comfortable, I suggest getting this type of car. It's a Toyota, and it's just an Echo, I believe, and it's just beautiful, beautiful car. So let me go. That's how I ended up with that car that you just seen in my video. And I just remember reading a book that teaches you how to speak life into others. Joyce Myers is a really good motivational speaker, a Christian speaker that I admire, that talks a lot about that. And she always says, speak life into yourself and into others, and stop talking negative. Your tongue is your worst enemy. So if you're constantly saying bad words, or I'm not saying that it's bad, but it is bad. But I'm not saying like, oh, it just happens, but it is bad. Because it doesn't create negative, and a negative doesn't create a real positive in this universe. It just doesn't. And then it's just not going to get you anywhere. So I always say, just stop. Whenever you get frustrated and you get mad, learn how to use these words. Words that are going to, like the Bible says, be low to get angry and slow to get angry. So teach yourself patience is a virtue, and teach yourself words that are loving. Even when you're mad, just be like, look, I can't is not in your vocabulary, but you can be like, right now I can't deal with this situation. We need to stop and focus on what the bigger core issue is when we're ready to talk. Right now we're just too angry, and all we're gonna get is just you this, you that, me this, you that. So I hope that I can inspire you guys to teach you guys to speak words of wisdom. We're Christians. We're all going to fail. I'm going to fail. There's times where people are going to look at me and they're like, oh, because we all make mistakes. This world is created by beauty, and we just don't wrap ourselves around it. We're always constantly talking too negative and doing things that are just, ugh. I hope you guys find these videos very beneficial, and I will post words. You should post stuff that you tell yourself every day. I always tell myself, I'm strong, I'm a great worker, I can do this, you got this, and you're beautiful just the way you are. Because you don't really need all that makeup unless you like it. If that's you, then that's fine. You're still beautiful, but at the end of the day, God created you the way you were meant to be, with real beauty. And remember, you're nobody's mistake. Speak life into each other. I hope you guys like these videos. Click the like button if you do. Let me know if you want me to make more videos like this. I'm still learning and teaching myself how to speak words and just enjoying the beauty of life. Bye. You see that? All the colors in the sky, and how all this is just natural beauty. It is just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. God's creation is no less than perfect. I don't care what you say. It just is. And this is why I like coming outside sometimes. Because I just like meditating and looking down that way. Because that's where the sun hits and goes down, and I can see it. And then sometimes the moon is over here. And then I can see different things, and I can see the clouds, and on a good given day. So let me put pause.